Today is finally here. Jaclyn Hill has made the official announcement about her cosmetics brand closing, and people are having a lot of mixed reactions. It's a mess, so let's get into it. For the past year, we have been talking about what the future of Jaclyn Cosmetics would look like after everything we learned. Last year, as Kylie Jenner once said, last year was definitely the year of realizing things, and we realized a whole lot when those 4 of bankruptcy documents were finally released. We learned that despite Jaclyn claiming that her lipsticks were a family-owned business, not one single document showed Jaclyn investing any money or having any financial hand in those lipsticks, and that was only the beginning of it. Documents came out which listed the names of people involved in any and all brands under Forma, and it turns out Jaclyn was never the CEO or the owner of Jaclyn Cosmetics. She was simply listed as if they were just licensing her name from her for Jaclyn Cosmetics. That's it. Not one document has come out in this bankruptcy showing her having any kind of leadership role or any kind of monetary in the brand. This was a huge deal because for years, Jaclyn has made it seem like this was her brand, and to this day, she's yet to address it. That was definitely the start of her downfall of that brand. Morphe stores were closing and Forma had new plans for their brand. They wanted to shift their focus away from influencers and put more effort into building their own products and reputation. Still, we didn't know what that meant for Jaclyn's brand. It did not seem like she really cared about it that much anymore, and we saw her try to branch out and start all these side brands, while the main brand she should have been focusing on was suffering. That's when Jaclyn came out and announced that not only were her side brands closing, but she also had no idea what the future of Jaclyn Cosmetics would be. And I think a lot of people expected Jaclyn to close both her side brands and put all her focus and effort into Jaclyn Cosmetics and building it back up to where it should be. She's always said that owning a cosmetics brand was her little girl dream, and even though she did not technically own Jaclyn Cosmetics, maybe she could have worked out some kind of deal with Forma, especially if they also wanted to focus more on Morphe products and less on influencers. I think fans of Jaclyn Cosmetics who grew to love the products were really holding out hope that Jaclyn would continue on. I mean, it's not like Jaclyn Cosmetics was suffering because the products were bad. A lot of her stuff is actually really good. It was the dishonesty from Jaclyn that made a lot of people not want to support her and her lack of effort. Jaclyn was such a disappointment. I just can't help but to think that closing this brand is going to be a huge mistake. And obviously a lot of people love the brand. Everything is pretty much sold out on the website, and there's a lot of people really upset over this. Jaclyn's been on social media for years. Now it feels like she should be at a point where she does have this established brand that she can live off by now. I don't think the brand could have continued on with the way that it was with the minimal work that she was putting into it, but if she had been honest and maybe done a bit of a rebrand and showed her putting the effort into it, I think she would have done great things. But maybe she's over the whole thing and just wants to post videos here and there and not have anything else to worry about and be done with it. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.